also want to take just a moment on a more serious note to mention of course, we just had Patriots Day in September 11th. And I remember where I was, as many of y'all do. I was 11 at the time, and my sister came in to the kitchen and told me we were getting breakfast, and she said that someone had flown a plane into the World Trade Center. And I was just a little kid. I didn't know any better. I said, well, someone must not like Alan Greenspan. Because you're a little kid, you don't know, but you know that I knew that he had a lot to do with the economy. But later that day, when we went to the local first responders tour, we saw the truck and the officer took us around, and this is while the buildings are still burning, and we went there even before one of the towers had collapsed. So it was a very serious, very somber environment. One of the officer who showed us around gave us each, kids, my cousins and I, my sister, gave us these little plastic badges as a souvenir. I still have that. We went to lunch and saw President Bush talking about how freedom had been attacked by a faceless coward and how freedom would be defended. And of course, later that night, like so many of folks around the country, we went to a candlelight vigil. It wasn't until afterward we would find out that while we were going on that tour and getting ready to head to that tour, United 93 was flying over Appalachia, and they were getting ready to head to Washington. And as terrible as the attacks on the Trade Center and the Pentagon were, how much worse would it have been to the national psyche if that United 93 had succeeded? We don't know for sure, but they were either headed to the White House or to the Capitol building, and it was probably the White House. Imagine the national trauma if that plane had gone into the White House and it would have burned to the ground. It'd just been terrible. And of course, we all know the story of Todd Beamer, who called the ground, tried to get a hold of his wife, wasn't able to get in touch with her, but he was able to say the Lord's Prayer, and then when he was done, he said, let's roll. And you know, we have a lot of challenges today, but who could imagine on that day that they would be called upon to face terrorists and fight to take back a plane? The challenges we face today are as nothing compared to what they did. And Americans who rose to the challenge then, we can rise to the challenge today. And God bless their memories and give us the strength to honor their sacrifice and keep our good work, the work ahead of us to make America great again. This is a time for American heroes. We will do what is hard. We will achieve what is great. God bless their memories, and God bless America. Thank you.